This is Jimi Hendrix, and this is episode 8, Waiting on the Lord, on LDS Hasten. Okay, guys, if you will, forgive me. We know that this is for members and for potential converts. So forgive me as I sing a chorus of one of my favorite contemporary Christian songs. Could it be the Messiah, miracle man, part of the plan? Could he be the Messiah, life in his hands? I understand he could be. Now I can hear some of you guys like, Jimmy, what in the world? Have you lost your mind? No. Because I gotta say that music really helps. Especially music that reminds me that Jesus is the Messiah. And that we need to trust Him in good times and bad. I've been depressed, okay? No doubt I've had some depression lately. But I think it's coming back to me now. One thing I need to focus on is my baptism. The importance of my baptism. I've been told by friends in the church that whenever I'm depressed to focus on my baptism. But enough of this. We are going through another talk by Elder Jeffrey R. Holland. And this time, I'm thinking he's got 3 pointers. I want you to listen carefully to these 3 pointers. And then it's going to be, a relatively short clipping. So I want you to listen to this. At some point, I'll cut it off and give my insights. So here we go.
COVID-19 has altered our traditional proceedings. We are so tired. My beloved brothers and sisters, we are all eager, no one more than I, to hear concluding remarks from our beloved prophet, President Russell M. Nelson. This has been a marvelous conference, but it's the second time that COVID-19 has altered our traditional proceedings. We are so tired of this contagion that we feel like tearing our hair out.
Yes.
And apparently some of my brethren have already begun that course of action. Please know that we do pray constantly for those who've been affected in any way, especially for any who have lost loved ones. Everyone agrees that this has gone on much, much too long. How long do we wait for relief from hardships that come upon us? What about enduring personal trials while we wait and help seems so slow in coming? Why the delay when burdens seem more than we can bear? While asking such questions, we can, if we try, hear another's cry echoing from a dank, dark prison cell during one of the coldest winters then on record in that locale. O God, where art thou? We hear from the depths of Liberty Jail. And where is the pavilion that covereth thy hiding place? How long shall thy hand be stayed? How long, O Lord? How long? So, we're not the first, nor will we be the last to ask such questions when sorrows bear down on us or an ache in our heart goes on and on. I'm not now speaking of pandemics or prisons, but of you, your family, and your neighbors who face any number of such challenges. I speak of the yearning of many who would like to be married and aren't, or who are married and wish the relationship were a little more celestial. I speak of those who have to deal with the unwanted appearance of a serious medical condition, perhaps an incurable one, or who face a lifelong battle with a genetic defect that has no remedy. I speak of the continuing struggle with emotional and mental health challenges that weigh heavily on the souls of so many who suffer with them, and on the hearts of those who love and suffer with them. I speak of the poor, whom the Savior told us never to forget. And I speak of you, waiting for the return of a child, no matter what the age, who has chosen a path different from the one you prayed he or she would take. Furthermore, I acknowledge that even this long list of things for which we might wait personally does not attempt to address the large economic, political, and social concerns that confront us collectively. Our Father in heaven clearly expects us to address these wrenching public issues as well as the personal ones. But there will be times in our lives when even our best spiritual effort and earnest pleading prayers do not yield the victories for which we have yearned, whether that be regarding the large global matters or the small personal ones. So while we work and wait together for the answers to some of our prayers, I offer you my apostolic promise that they are heard and they are answered, though perhaps not at the time or in the way that we wanted. But they are always answered at the time and in the way that an omniscient and eternally compassionate parent should answer them. My beloved brothers and sisters, please understand that He who never sleeps nor slumbers cares for the happiness and ultimate exaltation of His children above all else that a divine being has to do.
Now, I love what he has to say here. I love Elder Holland's sincere. You can feel his love and appreciation for those that suffer from mental health challenges. You can hear his voice exhorting us to be patient. One thing I neglected to say at the very beginning of this podcast is that, and this is my fear. Some of you may say, "Go away, Jimmy, you're crazy," but this is something that's my fear. I feel like the rest of Christianity has gotten so reactive and appointed to do like issues of pop culture. There was something that it was a Christian Viewpoint service I used to subscribe to. And one thing I've discovered is they were reacting over something that has very little consequence. And so that's why I agree with the prophet. They that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up their wings like eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint. You know? So please, listen to me. Listen to me. You can take a better dive away from all this reactivity that is not getting you anywhere, that is not giving you any strength or help, that just makes things worse. You have to believe me when I say that I understand. We're all called to wait upon the Lord. This is Jimi Hendrix saying until next time, read your scriptures. And by all means, if you're a covenant keeper, preach the gospel.